It was. But look at this crowd out here. We've got Jimmie Johnson's biggest
So what is this like, the two of you being together on stage? Did you guys get a chance to chat a little bit backstage and catch up?
Just get warmed up and came out on stage.
We'll bring that conversation out here. What are you guys talking about? Are you sharing car tips now for next year's car?
I just asked him what he thought about it. I just asked what he thought about it, but I'm sure he's gonna figure it out.
Very quickly. Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about yesterday. Your brother won again, right, Truex?
Yeah, he put me on put pressure on me to do the double again. So looking forward to it. He did a great job. It was fun.
That's awesome. So, do you have a lot of family here today?
A little bit of family, some friends. So then of course a lot of hometown fans too.
I know. Now, this is great. We're excited.
So Jimmie, tell us about, were you asking him? Do you want to ask him some tips about the car? Or anything would have picked his brain about right here? Because this is be great.
There's always room in a direct conversation. But getting ready for this weekend's race, we have a program called SMT. And it's really looking at the driver on track and the way to drive the course. I got to look at 19 car based on his history and success here. Try to understand what his car is like, because it is much different than people like you realize.
Yeah, absolutely. With 11 wins here, the winningest driver, Jimmie Johnson, racing a collective races this season. So why did you choose that? Did I just say it?
No, I love this place. Our partners, I had 8 races and we had a budget for 9. They said, you get to pick one track, where do you want to go? I said, it's really, really easy. It's going to go.
Why did you choose this place? Because Jose was asking some other drivers earlier. There's some drivers that are on the fence about this place, but a lot of drivers love this track.
Well, 11 trophies.
Yeah.
But it's really the experience of driving the track. It's really intense. The straightaways are higher in elevation in the corners, so you jump into each turn and you have to climb your way back out on those straightaways. And I came here, I think, 98 in my VSA car, and it scared me so much I fell in love with it. And I love it ever since.
If it's scary, it's fun.
I love that. It scared me so much I fell in love with it. I'm going to write that down.
Number 12.
So we've got Jimmie Johnson up here. Are there any stories that you guys want to share and talk about each other while we're here with the fans? I mean, it's fun to bring y'all out here.
The only stories we have, we can really talk about.
I love it. Yeah. Well, now, it's been a big year for you, though. We just got inducted into the NASCAR.
But it really was an amazing reunion, and we tried hard to start the 48 car into just a really special experience.
Yeah, I'm thinking too, when they are getting inducted to NASCAR Hall of Fame and they have these speeches that they give. How do you prepare for that? Are you, for me, I would probably sit in a quiet room and really have to focus and get emotional. How did you prep for your speech?
Since I feel this coming, I started I've really not liked speaking engagements and personalities. Now you're going to a banquet, maybe I don't know what position you're going to finish in or what your speech is going to be, but there's always been great anxiety around it. So I was telling you, I just got to start on it and felt really comfortable with what I was going to say. And that helped me enjoy the time there. Because ironically, that's one of the things I enjoy the most is public speaking. It's one thing to answer questions or to be on camera and answer questions, but to stand there, dead silent, you gotta read from a teleprompter.
The music is turned off.
There's space. Come in.
No, you did a great job. That sounds like Jimmie Johnson, always prepared, ready to go. Martin Truex Jr., you got your first Cup win here back in 2007, and this is considered a home track for you. But how special is it to race here and to be able to win here?
Yeah, it's awesome. You know, I've got a lot of memories coming here, and you know, just the success we've been able to have here, the good runs, even in down years. You know, in years where we didn't run good, we always came here and ran well. So it's just, as Jimmie said, the first time I came here it was the same thing. Like I was just nervous and like scared, and just kept trying harder and attacking more, and it started to reward me. And then winning the first race, you know, my first race here was huge. Always loved coming here in the back in the Busch Series days. You know, came here with my dad's car and ran, you know, top 15. It's just got a lot of history with us as a Truex family. And my brother Wynn came in championship year, ran his first Xfinity race. Just a lot of really, really good memories, and it's definitely close to home. So I love coming here, and hopefully today we can do it again.
A lot of special memories.
I want to talk a little bit about the fact that you guys are now Toyota teammates. Like, did you ever think that that moment would happen where you guys might be working together?
Yeah, I thought he was retired, but you know, he just couldn't stand it. I watched us racing every day, I guess. But you know, you never know. It's crazy, you know, how many guys, you know, through your career you end up being teammates with, or things just are always changing in this sport. So it's great to have Jimmie on the Toyota team, and you know, enjoyed racing with him over the years. He's a great guy. I love talking to him, and hopefully he gets going in this next gen car and shows us what he can do at Dover.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the race fans are excited to see him. Both you guys have tons of trophies. You got 7 championships. I want to know, where are all these trophies? Do you have a man cave? Do you have a few in your house? Where do you keep them all?
I have a man cave for sure, and most are there. A few are at the Hall of Fame right now in the display that's there. And then I do have a home office with some great trophies in it as well. So it just kind of moves around whatever I'm feeling, but the man cave has the bulk of the stuff. It is, and I have a small car collection. I've been trying to collect a lot of vehicles I raced when I was younger. So I have all but one of the off-road vehicles that I grew up racing. I have a high road car I won the Brickyard with. I have my 2006 championship car. Both, see the Watkins Glen crash, some might remember that. The Busch car, I have that car. I restored it though, I should have let them smash it up, but I have that car. So anyhow, I just have some racing artifacts, some memorabilia, in addition to a small car collection and trophies.
Do you ever hop back in the seat, you know, maybe after a few adult beverages, you're like, let me see if I can get back in this thing.
I was luckily sober when I put them in there and we sure done them run.
Well, we talked with William Byron earlier. He's got his Daytona 500 champion trophy on the coffee table, just in his living room. Which I thought, that's like, hey, wherever it makes sense, where are you going to see it, right?
Your life in the 20s is much different than your life in the 40s.
You got that right. What about you, Mark? Where do you keep all your trophies?
I don't even know how he does it. I have too many, and I don't have half of what he has. So, you know, I've got some in my house. You know, a bunch of them at my shop where all my people work and where I run my businesses out of. And there's, you know, the rest I'm just kind of like not sure where they're supposed to go. I'm in between kind of moving.
Yeah.
And it's a whole thing. I live pretty modestly. I don't have, you know, a bunch of, like, I don't have a huge man cave anymore or anything like that. So I'm trying to figure it out at the moment, where each one might end up. But it's definitely it's a challenge to figure it all out.
Yeah, I love how the trophies, they're all different, right? You got Monster the Miles, if you win at Martinsville, you get a grandfather clock. They're all very different. What are your favorites?
I got the gold monster, so. That one is really, really cool. For me, the championship trophy is the most, is the biggest deal. He's got 7, so he's just like, yeah, I'll put one everywhere I go, but, you know,
Go in the bathroom, there's like one right there.
yeah, there's one here, there's one over here.
Closet.
But no, it's, I try to have, you know, a few here and there, but, you know, they're all special, they're all really hard to get. Both my houses have a grandfather clock, which is really cool. Very special trophy. But really, honestly, they're all really, really hard to get, really special. So it's hard to choose which ones, you know, you want to put in like special places for people to see.
Yeah, we were talking about William Byron and, you know, being in his 20s, and you're now in a position where you're talking to these younger drivers and being a team owner. What is different about speaking to a race car driver when they're young? Are you trying to put the hat on back when you were that age and going, what would I listen to? Or how do you even tell a race car driver what to do or not to do?
it's wild. I mean, it doesn't feel like long ago, but I was that young guy trying to get help. But now it's 25 plus years ago, so it really is crazy how fast time goes. But we're all different. Every driver needs motivation in different ways and guidance in different ways. And I try to start with like a 30,000-foot point of view, and just kind of drill down from there and let the young driver ask questions. I feel like through the years of being a Cup driver, there were a lot of young guys coming along that had the courage to come ask. And if anybody asked, I always wanted to answer them truthfully and give them the best advice that I could. Now as a team owner, it is quite different. I think for our organization, it's upon us to put better cars on track first before we really start applying pressure in other areas. And there's just a lot that goes into that, especially with this style of car and all the detail that goes into it. So I'm trying to keep our two drivers optimistic and excited for the future. We'll just keep building our organization.
Yeah, and you're wearing a bunch of different hats nowadays, right? You're co-owner of Legacy Motor Club. You've raced also different series. Sometimes you go and you live over the pond for a little bit and come back this way. How do you juggle it all? That's one question. And how do you like switching series?
Yeah, it's tough to juggle it all. I think any professional, doesn't matter if you're a race car driver or a business professional, just life. You're trying to juggle that work-life balance. I feel like there's a great opportunity for myself at Legacy Motor Club, not only in NASCAR, but in some other initiatives that we want to participate in. We're racing in a series called Extreme E, which is an electric off-road vehicle. Next year, they're going to switch to hydrogen. And who knows what's going to be powering vehicles on this racetrack in the future. Hydrogen could be one of those alternatives. It's actually a combustion engine that makes noise, unlike an electric car, which I don't think anybody wants to see out here. So there's a variety of different initiatives that we're looking at. I have great support from my family. We love to travel, so I'm trying to we've been based in England for a year and enjoying that. My kids are starting to say things differently and have some
Little accents.
yes, the bathroom's not a little. We're going to go stand in a queue and not in a line. So it's been a neat experience for all of us. And I'm traveling back once a month in here for probably 7 to 10 days each time, and then head back and have family time, and then rush back here.
So, Martin, final question for you. We're getting ready to go racing, Delaware Motor Speedway. You need a track, it's have fun. But yesterday it was 50 degrees, today it's 80 degrees.
There's a mic for you. Grab this mic down here. Well, how's it going this morning? Or whatever time it is. How are y'all doing today? So far, so good. Well, it's a big year for the Petty family, right? They're celebrating their 75th anniversary. That is a long time. I know you guys got some good stories, but congratulations. And the 43's got a great paint scheme today.
So tell us a little bit about some of your favorite memories of Delaware Motor Speedway. Miles the Monster, what has this place been like for you?
The first time they came up here was 1969. What are some special memories?
Yeah, there was a tire problem that day, but it was 300 miles. But the big thing about it, we had ran Daytona Beach on the Friday and came up here on Sunday and never seen the place. And I don't know what you tried, but we just had a Ford that day. So Ford is going to race. They hadn't won a race this year if they won a race up here in 1969. And it was real challenging then.
All right, I know. Richard Petty is losing his voice up here, but we're excited he's hanging out with us today. And keep in mind, all of you, can get a picture with that.
He never lost his voice when he was talking to me.
What was it like having him talk to you? Like, what did he say? What was the craziest thing he said to you?
Well, Ray is just perfect.
That's hard. You can say it, right?
Well, we got along pretty good. You know, he does what he wanted for the car, and we tried to deliver. And we won a few races, and he won 200. He's still being in the fourth. And I can't go too wrong.
Hey, folks, you know what BS is?
Connie Allison calling him out. I love that.
Let me tell you what, these two guys were as bad tough as there ever was. The Alabama game made up for 2 or 3 times. I can't say that we came out on top very much, but it was fun to race this guy right here. I told somebody last week about that fun. That's the race car driver right there. When he knew you better get your ass in gear when we were leaving. It was fun racing with him. He's been doing it 75 years. I've been doing it 64 years, so I'm not too far behind. And it really has been great. This guy here has been a pain ever since I knew him.
We're out here today.
I know, look at this crowd. You're amazing.
Dale, you and Richard worked together for decades, and I want to know, did you ever get the Richard Petty finger?
No, I don't think so. We never did fight, but we stood back and hauled our heads. But I don't think we ever hit each other. But, we've been around together for 86 years.
He gonna tell us how old he is in a minute.
Well, being this old won't help any, but I'm still here.
Well, we're so glad you guys are up here hanging out with us. It is so neat that they come back, these legends, all Hall of Famers, up here on stage. Hanging out with all of you guys here at Delaware Speedway. The voice is coming back. All right.
So I want to ask a question about creative engineering. Let's call it that. What was some of the most creative engineering you all did on your car when you were racing back in the day?
I didn't do that either.
Well, you had to make the car survive the racing now, but today is kind of just a kid car, and most of the pieces on the car are bulletproof. But back in the day, if you didn't finish, you didn't have a chance to win. And Richard was real good taking care of the car and running the pace, and then when he knew it, when the race, he would race, and that wound up 200 wins for him.
After all those wins, too. Everybody else cheated.
Everybody else
He said they didn't cheat. Everybody else did. Out of all those wins, which you hold a lot of records still to this day, Richard Petty, what has been your favorite win? The last win is what he said.
Yeah, it was 79 Daytona 500. 79 Daytona 500. I know you did.
So Petty said on July 4th in Daytona, it was his last win. That was his favorite win, and it was in front of the President of the United States.
Amazing. So you talked about that you gave him the win. Did you ever feel intimidated at all, or that you had to let him win?
No. Let me tell you what the difference in our time and now.
This ought to be good.
Oh, yeah.
He outrun us on Saturday night. We just want to work on our
Isabel, wait.
Oh, my we ran 64 races one year. I had the opportunity to run the full schedule, and 63 of them, that 43 was on my side, or I was on his side.
There's no way a minute.
All right. And when this year too is a big year for Johnny Allison, he just got inducted into the NASCAR Hall of Fame. Give it up. I was there. I got to watch you get inducted. The Alabama gang, everybody was there to help celebrate him. What was that moment like that night for you? That whole celebration. What was that experience like for you?
Well, that was probably the greatest moment of racing for me. I mean, what more could you ask the rest of your life? Really don't think about being in the Hall of Fame. And then you're inducted into it by your peers. So guys like him and him. And that's what makes it so special. And like I said, down there that night they asked me, and I don't know about Rick or Dale, but I really couldn't talk about it. What can you say?
I'll help you out.
Greatest thing ever happened to me, my little girl, second race.
Chair shots, everything.
Congratulations to you.
Amazing. Yeah, Richard, what was it like having Donnie join you in the Hall of Fame? Is that exciting?
I was talking to her. Getting out here last year. It's my trip to race with my dad. My dad is from here or Richmond. It's about 4 hours.
Yeah, let's talk about that night too, because a lot of the drivers that are there, they're getting inducted or have already been inducted, they say that night is like a homecoming, right? Because normally you guys are on the track competing against one another, but that night really brings everybody together. You're also in the Hall of Fame. What is it like for you to go back on those nights in the induction ceremony?
Well, they were certainly different than we flew up here this morning. And it's just so much easier now than what it used to be. It's still, you have a green flag, you have a black flag,
Bristol, a lot of the tracks.
it's like a lot of the sports have changed. And to be recognized still yet, I guess that's kind of what we thrive on. And it's so good to have all these people out here today. It's unreal.
You know, it has been a joy and an honor to have you all here and join us. I know that we have this big, beautiful hat over here. You guys going to get a chance to take a photo over there.
The big hat, that's right. He's gonna head over there. It's the King's hat, celebrating their 75th anniversary.
Everybody enjoy it, and they say.